Shared it on the local Facebook page. For some reason, no idea why, it just went viral overnight. And I just remember me and Paige, my eldest daughter, just driving to see Geoff at the hospital, and all you could hear was bing, 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 bing. And before we knew it, like literally within a few days, we had 16,000 followers.
And come on, we got to talk about eBay. We've got to talk about eBay here, Geoff.
That's it, wind me up.
Thursday or Friday.
When was the last time you were on there?
Oh, this week.
This week.
This week.
Have you bought something this week?
Yeah.
You've not bought something else, have you?
No.
Have you put it in your basket?
No.
Have you got anything in your basket at the moment?
No, nothing at all. No,
probably because he's bought it all.
Nothing at all. No, nothing at all.
It's purchased.
Nothing at all.
For anyone who going through any illness, going through anything, what advice would you give to them, Geoff?
Keep hope.
Keep hope.
Keep out and crack on. Do you know?
Crack on.
Yeah,
Pull them big boy pants up.
Be a wife and crack on again.
And get on.
Life is short, but put your pants and crack on.
Yeah. Welcome back to part 2 of In the Straitjacket, Loosening the Straps of Life. Here with Geoff's journey, with Geoff and Jo.
Again.
Following some amazing karaoke work from Geoff with Wonderwall. How did you find that, Geoff?
Good.
How did you find the sound? How did you like?
Excellent.
Excellent.
Quality. Quality.
Yeah. So we've had 2 amazing karaoke sessions. We've had one of Wonderwall and the second of your wedding song. Wedding song, From This Moment On, Shania Twain. Lovely song, beautiful song.
Yeah.
Beautifully sung as well, I might say.
You chose that, didn't you, for our wedding?
How long ago was that? What year did you get married?
2010.
2010. Yeah. Nice day. Lots of guests?
Oh, it was so hot. No, we just did it
in
the history office.
Did you?
And just mum and dad, a couple of friends, kids.
Yeah.
It was, beautiful in Brentwood on the green, and it was so hot.
Was it? Oh. So what date is it?
The 10th, 22nd of May, isn't it?
22nd of May. Yeah. Nice, 2010.
Hot. It was
really hot.
Yeah. Lovely.
And then we stayed in the premiere in that night, which apparently at the top was Alan Sugar's old boardroom, which was the room that we stayed in that night.
Was it really?
Apparently so.
There you go.
You're fired.
Well, I hope he wasn't fired that quickly. That would have been a short-lived marriage. So carrying on, so taking off from where we left off, part 2, and an amazing story and journey, and where we got to, and I left really on a little bit of a cliffhanger. So from the point of you knew Geoff was going to be coming out of hospital, what came next?
Do you know a bit of a turning point for me? Well, it's not a turning point, a bit of a reality check is really, I don't even know if it's a reality check. I just remember I remember him being in rehab, and I remember I was having a psychology session with the neuropsych. I mean, you can't find a neuropsych for love nor money anywhere, but you have them in rehabs usually. So I was having a session with her, and Geoff went past the window in his wheelchair, and at that point he hadn't had his head done, and he had his blue NHS helmet on, stand out like a sore thumb. And he just looked so vulnerable, and I remember looking at her and just crying, and she looked at me and she went, "You're going to be all right." And I had absolutely no idea what she meant. No idea what she meant. I'm like, my life's destroyed, his life's destroyed, the kids' life's destroyed, all of our lives are destroyed.
What do you think she meant? Because obviously it's interesting. Her context on it was, well, what do you think she meant?
I think she knew.
What do you think she was referring to?
I think she knew. I think, like as staff that kind of work in these units or work with these patients, they see, I think, a lot of people down the line go to visit. They might not see the journey and the progress, but they see further down the line the difference in the people that go there, and they have that experience, whereas we don't.
No.
We don't have that.
No. And they're going to have seen this love, right? They're going to have seen this. They're going to have seen this journey that you've been through to this point.
Yeah. and they're going to know and see the strength and see
Yeah.
the difference that having that person by your side makes. I mean, I was there all the time doing things with you, but that was the moment I kind of just thought like, what the fuck are you going? What are you going on about? Like, I have no idea what you mean. Look at him. Look at him. The man can't even can only just about walk. What you on about? And it's a moment that I always look back now and I always refer to people
Yeah, that moment of
because
you're going to be okay.
I now know what she meant.
Yeah.
And I've known for a few years what she meant,
Of
but it's a
course,
moment
yeah,
I've hung
yeah.
on to for a long
And I
time.
suppose you can't visualise it there at that moment in time when she's saying it, but you now, and with hindsight as a part of what you know, as a part of your about your expression, you, as you say, you now know what she was talking about.
Couldn't visualise it.
Put your pants and crack on.
Pull up your pants and crack
on. Yeah,
on.
exactly.
That's one of your sayings,
Pull
isn't
up
it?
your pants and crack on. Crack on.
Put your big girl, big boy pants on.
Yeah, crack on.
And we got to get through this. And so, from the time coming out of, if you like, intensive care to then, so he's had the operation on his head. Then what came next? So what was next part of the journey from that?
So yeah, I mean, obviously you had that in hospital, didn't you? You had the skull removed and everything. But then when you went to rehab, they try and find out the cause of the stroke, because in someone so young, Geoff was 48, nearly 49. Actually, you were 49.
My age now.
Yeah, well, there you go. So you were 49. You spent your 49th birthday on a ventilator. No, and then we brought a cake in and we sung to you and everything. But yeah,
Very thought-provoking, that, actually.
Yeah, it is, because it feels so young, and
yeah, if I couldn't, I'd never think that could happen to me. But then listening now to you, I'm like,
none of us do.
It could do, Russ.
None of us do.
And that's to anyone. That's to anyone.
It is. I think we all think we're invincible. We all go through life, don't we? What if you spent your whole life worrying about what was going to happen to you? What a wreck you would be. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just don't. But yeah, you had your op. You come out of critical care on my birthday. You came out of critical care. Yeah, on I would have been 48. And you spent 6 days on that ward. Well, we just spent time with you. But Geoff was very vacant, very just not really there. Then you went back to your local hospital, didn't you, for a few weeks, and until you got transferred to London, which we kind of was a bit of a scary moment, because I was thinking, I've been with you every single day. How am I going to be with you every single day when you go to London? But in the end, it ended up that I was there every day until you told me that I needed to take a couple of days off a week, didn't you? And so I used to take a Tuesday and Thursday, and we had a little calendar on your window, and I used to put a cross through the days that I wasn't going, so Geoff knew what days I wasn't going. And I used to get the train up, 3 trains, didn't I, to come and see you. And then at the weekends, we would drive, me and the kids would drive up at the weekends and spend the whole day up there with you, wouldn't we? And then in the August, you started your graded discharge. So you came home for an hour. Just to assess with the OT what the house was like, how Geoff managed the stairs, the toilets, the bath.
Yeah, I was going to say, it must have been, because obviously this has now happened and your house was never prepped, or
it's not prepped
it's not in any way for being able to handle this, right? So,
and I remember kind of thinking at the time, I didn't want the house to scream disabled. I know that sounds really bad, but it was my personal perspective. I didn't want it to scream disabled. I refused to say to the world that my husband was disabled. And we were quite fortunate that you didn't really need anything, did you? You didn't really need any adaptions. We just had a rail put outside the front of the house. She gave you a bath board, which you tried it once and it was horrendous, so we never used it. and you just, the toilets, you just, because you were quite strong in your
Yeah.
core, you were able to sit down and get up without sort of holding on to anything. So we didn't really need too many adaptions. But yeah, that was where your kind of graded discharge started. You came home for a day, and then you came home for a day and a night, and then you came home for a weekend, and you just build it up slowly and gradually. But I do remember in rehab, I remember you making your first cup of coffee. Do you
Yeah,
remember you
yeah,
had to make me a coffee?
yeah.
And he would wheel himself round this kitchen, like to get
Oh,
the
yeah,
cup,
yeah.
to get to the sugar, to get to the milk. And he was so happy, and he was wheeling himself in this chair, and you went to switch the kettle on and it didn't turn on, and she tried to catch him out by turning it off at the wall
No,
to
turn on.
see what he would do.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
found
turn off.
out, you did it,
Turn
didn't
off.
you? Yeah,
Yeah,
you to test his cognitive,
Yeah, turn off.
test his cognition and stuff. But I was so proud. I remember that moment thinking, wow.
I mean, the picture that you showed me, I think it's staggering, your cognitive capability. Just watching you sing just now and watching what you're doing, inspirational. And because I've seen it, like half of it, but nearly half of the brain
Half of the brain is
is
gone.
blacked out.
Yeah.
It's darkened out. And yeah, amazing.
With-
So on those assessments, would that be happening a lot? Would they be round a lot? Would you have that going all ongoing?
Well, for not 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 weeks, then 12 weeks,
12
and then
weeks.
discharge.
Oh, you
yeah,
had the early supported
yeah,
discharge when you came
yeah,
home, didn't you? You had the
yeah,
early supported discharge team, yeah, which is like a neuro
yeah.
team that come every single day, or physio that comes every day, and a speech therapist comes every day, and then you have OT. So yeah, we were fortunate that you had 12 weeks of that. But when you consider the extent of Geoff's damage, like 9 months of, 6 months of inpatient, 3 months at home, then you're on your own. You're kind of like, whoa. But I think, yeah, I think. Sorry, I can't remember your question, Russ. What was your
So
question?
when you did you have ongoing care and help at home that was coming round to assess and to understand what was going on, and what support was there for you as well?
They kind of. There feels like there's a lot of support when you're in inpatient,
Yeah.
and you kind of feel supported, I guess, when you've got these therapists, NHS therapists coming round. But once they go, you're really on your own. And I was very fortunate that when Geoff was in, he was actually in Homerton RNIU in Hackney. And because our story had been in the newspaper several times, that's how we got contacted by Neil at the Wellbeing Hub.
Yeah, chopped, yeah.
He approached me because I didn't know about ARNI, which is Action for Rehabilitation Neurological Institute, I think, something like that.
Done well to remember that.
Yeah, something like that. And
That's good.
Neil did his training through ARNI, so I didn't
Yeah.
know about
No.
the neuro trainers. And fortunately, obviously, he was local to us, so he started working with Geoff in 2020.
Yeah.
In the January 2020, we found a private speech therapist, Amy, who you still have now.
Was Neil at the Wellbeing Hub in 2020? Was he?
Not when
No.
we first started. No,
No.
he used to come to the home, and
Did
we'd
he?
go.
Because he does his
to-
visits now, doesn't he?
He
I
does
know
home
yeah,
visits. He does do
yeah.
home visits.
Oh, we're locked down as well.
Lockdown we had to
Yeah,
do,
yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
over for
2019
a
this has happened,
year.
and then
Yeah.
We're locked, we're locked down.
early 2020, we got
Yeah,
lockdown,
2021,
right?
we're locked down.
Yeah, we had lockdown, so it was all over
Right.
thingy,
Yeah,
wasn't it? And then we were still having occupational therapy through the NHS, but it was quite sporadic. It wasn't every week or anything like that.
No.
So we found our own occupational therapists, who you still have now. They're all amazing. Geoff's therapists are all amazing. They guide me, and we do things
Yeah.
together at home because of them. And so yeah, he still sees them all, but of course, that's all come at a cost,
Yeah, of course.
massively
Yeah.
at a cost.
Of course. Of course. You mentioned that it was in the paper. Why?
So we had a GoFundMe initially.
Right.
We still have a GoFundMe.
To help you, support you.
Yeah.
Everything.
A lot of that kind of supported us with sort of bills and stuff initially, because Geoff we lost 2 wages overnight. Like,
Yeah.
how are you meant to survive?
Devastation. It's like the pins come out, the hand grenades
Yeah, it was
thrown in,
like,
and it's
Yeah,
like,
boom,
there you
boom,
go.
yeah.
it's not actually even overnight. It's in 0.01 of a second. It's,
Yeah.
your whole
Devastation
life just
of what
goes.
of your rhythm.
Yeah.
Of your rhythm. Yeah.
So we had the GoFundMe, and I keep getting distracted because you ask me a question and I go off on a tangent, and then
That's
I
right.
can't think what you asked me.
That's right. So I was asking you what got
Even
myself
you.
now. I'm thinking on. So, what we are newspaper.
Oh,
The
newspaper,
newspaper, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so
so
through the
yeah,
GoFundMe, because it took off quite well initially.
yeah,
They then contact you, and then the Press Association contacted me.
yeah.
So that's how you kind of start getting in the newspapers. It
Got
was
it.
in the Daily Mail.
Yeah.
It
So
was
GoFundMe started it.
Yeah, yeah,
Newspapers then in
yeah. And then
contact. Yeah,
local papers see,
yeah,
local, like newspapers and everything are always watching online. They're always watching online content and scrolling through online
yeah,
content to try and find news articles that are fresh and relevant
yeah,
and all of this. And I did an article recently about Motability, and they're always watching.
yeah. Of course.
So that's how we kind of got in the papers, and it just went from there
So
really.
newspapers then led to, I'm assuming you had your GoFundMe page, then you creating a Facebook
Well, no,
page, or
Facebook actually came first because we
oh, that
started
right,
Facebook on
yeah,
the
yeah,
16th of
yeah.
April, actually, 2019. So that's been going almost 7 years now.
right,
So that was our first thing. And then what we did was we shared it on our local Facebook page.
yeah,
Obviously, I won't say where that is, but shared it on the local Facebook page. For some reason, no idea why, it just went viral overnight.
yeah,
We had no idea what we were doing. And I just remember me and Paige, my eldest daughter, just driving to see Geoff at the hospital, and all you could hear was bing, 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 bing. So everyone was pressing follow. And before we knew it, like literally within a few days, we had 16,000 followers, and which doesn't sound a lot now, but it is, because it's hard work
yeah,
trying to get
definitely.
followers
Of
on
course it
social
is. Yeah,
media.
it absolutely is.
And
Yeah.
that's kind of how it
As we
started.
know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
as I'm finding out.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
it is. It's
yeah,
bloody difficult. Even for us now, it's difficult. You might have the odd viral now that just kind of gets you 5,000 followers.
yeah,
But it's hard on a
yeah.
general. You
But I
don't
think
get that.
today, especially in the today, because like everyone's at it.
Yeah,
Everyone's like on social
yeah,
media, podcasting, and doing what we're doing now, and telling their stories and telling their business stories. But I think the whole dynamic has changed, hasn't it?
mm,
Algorithm has changed.
mm-hmm.
Like everything has changed so much. And I mean, I read your Facebook page really makes me smile. It really makes me grin. It does. I think it's like
We do some funny
it's
stuff,
real. It's
don't we?
authentic. It's true to.
I
It's
think
just all. It's great.
I think I film like no one's watching. That's how it is.
It
Do you know
has
what
to
I
be,
mean?
doesn't it?
It,
That's how you're going to get
yeah,
authenticity.
nothing is set up. It's just in the moment. It's how it is. It's the only setups is when you're doing like I don't know what you call them, but when you're doing like these silly dances and stuff
Oh,
that are
yeah.
trending,
TikTok does.
TikTok
TikTok.
dances and
My
stuff.
daughter
Oh,
Like
gets me. My
like
daughter
me.
gets me
you
doing
do them,
those.
yeah,
Like me.
yeah.
Top your bottom,
We set you up, don't we? Yeah.
shorts on the top.
And we do, yeah, and I do TikTok
Next,
shop,
Chris.
so I
Old
set
shut
Geoff up
trousers
in
with a
some.
naked pass.
You have to put a bra. You have
Oh,
to put a bra top on, don't you, to help do my videos and stuff. But it's all part of the fun, isn't it? Like it's part of having
Absolutely.
fun. But
Of course
he
it is.
doesn't mind. You enjoy it, don't you?
Of course it
But
is. And
yeah,
I
it's
suppose there's that moment. So there is a transition, I suppose, from your story to seriousness, to the seriousness of what's happened, the helping and the support that you're going to have seen and felt and received from society and from everything around, to a moment of, or some moments of, well, we've got this support, we've gone viral. We need to make this fun. We need to make. We not. It's not just a story about
yeah,
a man that's had a stroke and a wife supporting him. This has now got to be, not got to be, but we've got this. If we've got this following, how do we keep that
How do you
momentum, evolve that, and keep that momentum moving?
I think the story changes, doesn't it? I mean, the whole point is it's a journey. Journey's in the title. It's a journey, and lots of people say, and when I say lots, I mean quite a lot. I mean, we get some beautiful. Do you know what? It's been my therapy. I can't, no word of a lie. I read all the comments. You know, more so for the first sort of 2 to 3 years, it was my therapy, and it still is to an extent. But over the last couple of years, it can be quite negative. It has got worse. I don't know why. I think since lockdown, and I don't know what's triggered it. Maybe someone's spraying something into the air. I have no idea. But, you know, the negativity keeps coming. And, you know, very often you'll see someone, well, why are you putting yourself on here? You know, this is Geoff's journey. Yeah, you're right. It's Geoff's journey. It's Geoff's journey. Like, Geoff involves the whole family. Like, I'm married to Geoff. And without putting myself on a pedestal, without me, Facebook wouldn't exist. Our social media
Geoff
channels
wouldn't
wouldn't
exist.
exist. Geoff wouldn't exist. The
Or he
recovery
would,
wouldn't
but he'd be cared
exist.
for.
Yeah.
Like, he wouldn't
Yeah.
have the love and that love.
No. And what would we
I
have
just
to
saw in that song.
Yeah, exactly. What would we have to share? Like if we didn't, and the thing is you evolve on that journey, don't you? So lots of people go, oh, you know, this is getting ridiculous. This isn't like what Geoff's journey used to be about. And no, Geoff's journey used to be sad. It used to be about a man that had, you know, had his life destroyed, and his wife and his kids that had their lives destroyed, that were trying to fix something that was hugely broken and had no idea how to do it. We just did it as we went along. But I think you lose yourself in that process. You forget I'm a different person. We're all different people. You're different people. You're a different person, sorry. And it's about finding yourself again and learning like who you were before, because you easily forget who you were before because it's been so masked by such trauma.
Yeah.
So you
that
forget
makes
who
a lot
you
of
were.
sense.
And I think like my what's the word? My kind of vision has always been to get Geoff back to as near as possible. And I'm not silly. I'm aware that, you know, it's never going to be 100%. It's impossible. You can't. But it's about learning how to make the most of what you've got, but along the way trying to get as much of yourself back as well. And because Geoff has, you know, some cognitive issues and speech issues, sometimes it takes my filthy mind and my prompting to facilitate that banter and that humour and that relationship that we had before, is teaching Geoff how to be that person again. And he can't do that himself because of the speech. So when I prompt it, I get the responses that I would have got before.
I think it's a very unique use of social media and of what you know. Let's be absolutely frank and honest. Like social media gets a lot of. It's used. It's one of those things that's seen as a necessary evil.
Yeah.
In a lot of instances, you hear those words used a lot. I look at this situation and I go, no, it's necessary. It's listening to you and the fact you've got your own therapy from it and it's been your own therapeutic journey in being a carer of a man that's had what he's had that's happened to him. Like it's been perfect for you. It's been exactly what it needed to be for you, and that shows me that it's not all a necessary evil. It's actually something in a lot of instances that can be used and can be very powerful, can be extremely powerful.
I think it's helped. Well, I don't think, I know, because I get messages all the time. I get comments and I get personal inboxes. You know, it's helped so many people. And I don't mean just stroke survivors or carers. I mean people with mental health, people with other conditions. People message me and say, oh my God, you made me give myself a kick up the butt, and I got out of bed today and I made myself crack on. Like, you know, that type of thing. It's not just about stroke, but I just think like, you know,
not.
I'm not saying that everybody has to do things our way, but the way that we do it is right for us
Yeah.
or right for me. And I feel like I've proved to myself that normality is what gives you the goal that you're aiming for,
Yeah.
because Geoff is very Geoff, just in a different way, you know, like
Absolutely.
he is. I mean, I
is.
look at him now sitting there, he looks no different. He smiles at me the same.
Yeah.
He pulls the same faces. Sometimes I get sad because he can't say the words that I know
Yeah.
he would want to say, but you know, it's we have fun, and I think, you know, people need to stop being so negative, and my answer is that, you know, this is about Geoff because it's called Geoff's Journey.
Yeah.
But my answer is always, but Harry Potter was called Harry Potter, but it had Hermione Granger and Ronald Weasley and everybody else in it that were main characters. You know what I mean? But it was still called Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Stop it. Just stop it. Enough. Like, yeah, yeah. And then people go, well, why don't you change the name? No, it's got a ring to it.
Yeah.
It's the
Listen, you should.
It's always been that. I'm not changing it for you, Doris.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's you know,
And
it's
who's anyone who's anyone else to tell
what
you
does
what
it
you need
matter?
to do with the name of
Don't
something?
like it. In my head, I just think, if you don't like it, just fuck off. Like, I do.
Yeah.
I can't just
Well, I think you've got to have there has to be an element of a certain tablet that you're willing to give to people, and you've got to have thick skin, because when you've got the level of following that you've got, that you've created as a result of the inspiration, as a result of the care, as a result of the love, as a result of the fun. Yeah, people do deserve to get a tablet to say do one.
Yeah, I just think it's
Yeah.
hard because you've got to be careful, in what you say.
Yeah, yeah,
course.
because
But you know, I think at the same time, when you do get a lot of it, it does become a bit. You become a bit like, oh, I
Do you
just go.
find yourself tired of it? Do you find yourself
Yeah,
tired?
yeah, they
because
get with
I'm very like
get rid of
a
it.
positive person, so I like everyone to think positively. And out of all of my trolls, which are regular trolls, if you carry on, I will name you and shame you. It's, you know, they'll say things like they're not jealous, they're not envious. So why do you do it then? Why do you do it? Because my question is, like, well, my answer is, there is no other reason that you do it than the fact that you are envious. You are envious of the nice attention we get. Maybe they think we earn lots of money.
No,
Think again.
no chance.
Maybe they see a really strong relationship and a nice family unit, and it's a love story, isn't it? And
Yes.
I think sometimes people just see that and I think they want to be what you are.
I think you're spot on. I mean, look, people are only ever going to see you or what you are or what you do through the lens of themselves, aren't they? So if how they feel about themselves is, well, I wouldn't do that. Well, I wouldn't be that. Well, and it might not even be a conscious, I wouldn't do that or I wouldn't be that. It might be a subconscious, I wouldn't be that, I wouldn't do that. That sits really deep. They don't even understand it in themselves, why they are sitting there on the keyboards getting a bit tasty with it. Because they're really sitting there saying to you, I wouldn't, I am not that, can't be that, I'm not that. How can you get all of this attention? How can you have all of this following when there's little me sitting on my keyboards?
Well, happy people don't hurt people, right?
Correct.
End of that.
Correct.
There's just not.
And
that's
people who
it.
care about other human beings don't hurt
people.
No,
So
right.
why do you choose to come onto a stranger's page who's already, you know, you might see 5 minutes of us having a joke and a laugh and blah, 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 but that's not always our whole day. Like, we've got things going on in our private life that we don't talk about.
Of course.
So and so we still experience the same level of stress as everybody else,
We've all got the behind closed doors
Yeah,
life, haven't
it's
we?
stuff that we
Everyone
don't
has,
want to
yeah.
share.
Of
And,
course.
sometimes I do, probably more so me, but I do have a day where I just think, I can't tolerate this today. It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
That's the other
By the
side
way.
of social media, isn't it? Let's
Yeah.
be
By the
absolutely
way.
frank, honest. That is the other bit of social media that is really detrimental to people's health or to health.
Because
in general.
I always think, like, I consider myself fairly strong, and I'm not talking about me when I say this, but there have been instances where people have taken their own lives over social media and bullying and
100%. I have a friend whose daughter in
there you go.
Billericay who
Yeah.
did
And
it's
just
so sad.
I can't even comprehend
Yeah.
what that must be like. And I just think when people were too fresh with their words, I just think you never know that that's the last thing you're ever going to say to that person.
No.
None of us know.
You never know. You never know what's going on.
No,
like,
you don't.
It might be the proverbial straw
Yeah.
that breaks the camel's back
Yeah.
from a psychological
So
perspective.
people need to be very careful because it's damaging.
Be
and
kind, people. Be
Yeah.
kind.
Be kind.
Yes. Be kind. Speaking of being kind, come on, we've got to talk about Greggs. We've got to talk about eBay.
You love Greggs, don't you?
We've got to. So we love her Greggs.
Go on, Greg. Jeff, what's your favourite in Greggs?
What's your favourite in Greggs, Jeff?
Chocolate mocha, and a bacon roll.
Yes.
Yeah, for breakfast.
Sauce?
Yeah.
Sauce on the bacon?
No
sauce.
No.
You like your that's your breakfast,
yeah,
isn't it? Because that's before
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
And then what do we have after 11?
Bacon roll or chocolate and a pizza as well.
Pizza.
In Greggs.
Pizza.
Yeah.
In Greggs.
Greggs pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Greggs.
Like a Greggs
Oh,
pizza.
Amazing.
You're making me hungry.
I've never tried Greggs pizza.
it.
You're going to
You've
make me go and
got
try
to
this
try
now.
it.
It's amazing.
What toppings are on this?
What one have you had lately?
No, chicken.
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 Chicken tikka.
Chicken tikka pizza.
Yeah.
I would be all over that.
Oh my god! And a chocolate.
Chocolate mocha.
Yeah.
And then I have pepperoni,
pepperoni pizza.
and a hot chocolate. And how much does that come to?
For £7.30, I guess.
Yeah, £7.30. 2 bits pizza and 2 drinks.
Yeah.
£7.30.
Greggs.
I
We
think
love
Greggs
it.
is
mate.
definitely good.
Greggs.
Definitely, Greggs is cool. I mean, if I go into Greggs, I can't leave without sausage rolls.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can't go wrong with a Greggs sausage roll. There is that as well. Got to be hot though. I like the hot ones.
Yeah. And then I see usually when I'm standing at the counter a bag of cookies, and I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, you can't resist, but it's value for money. Yeah, we like a Greggs. If we'd have had time this morning, we would have gone in there, but we didn't, did we?
Greggs. That's the best Greggs.
And come on, we got to talk about eBay. We've got to talk about eBay here, Jeff.
That's it. Wind me up.
Thursday or Friday.
When was the last time you were on there?
Oh, this week.
This week.
This week.
Have you bought something this week?
Yeah.
What have you bought?
T-shirt. With the top over there. With the top. But with the sign.
I'm waiting.
Brand?
What brand?
Yeah,
is it?
Brad.
What brand?
Z.
Is it your?
No.
That's Kenzo. Is it the same as that?
Yeah.
Oh, Zavetti.
Yeah, best.
Zavetti.
Right, okay.
It's all second hand.
Yeah. Bought for £3.
Yeah.
Plus post.
You think I don't know because I get the notifications
that's
on
fine,
my phone and it goes, Barclays is telling you eBay has taken out £3
It's all done already.
my account.
So it's £3 for the t-shirt.
Yeah. And plus poking the packaging.
we love.
Say it again.
Plus poking the packaging. But it's good.
We love that.
He's always been an eBay man. I will give that to him, and he has been good. Like I mean, I have had countless conversations with him. Can you stop buying on eBay? Not because of the money, but it's not even necessarily the money because it's only £2 here, £3 there. But it's more because he doesn't really need the stuff that he's buying, so it winds me up. But I think sometimes Geoff goes through stages of probably feeling a bit shitty and a bit down and a bit like,
I mean,
life's
look,
boring. We do the same thing Monday to Friday, don't we? Saturday and
Mm.
Sunday. We don't do much different. And he probably gets a bit like,
and if he can find,
I
and
need
if
a
you
pick
can
me up.
find something, and you're looking and you're searching, like I guess in a way,
It's helping.
like I know you do
Yeah.
your singing, but in a way, like you are using a little bit of your creative mind and your logical mind.
Yeah.
Like you're finding something, you've got
With
I don't know how he finds
with,
half of what he finds. I really don't.
to, you've got to be a bit creative to find it.
It's
With
open the
filters,
door.
right?
Go music.
earphones.
No, big speaker.
Oh God, you've already got a big speaker, though, haven't you?
No.
You haven't put
No,
another one
big
in.
speaker. No, big speaker
You know
with
Please
what's
tell
going
me.
as
on,
well.
don't you?
Music.
Yeah, we don't need any other
No,
speakers.
with a speak. 1, 2,
Yeah,
massive speak and small speak as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
You've not bought something else, have you?
No,
No.
no.
Have you put it in your basket?
No.
But have you got
No,
anything in
no.
your basket at the moment?
No,
nothing,
nothing at all. No,
No,
nothing at
probably
all.
because he's bought it all.
No,
That's
no,
why.
nothing at all. No, nothing at all.
It's purchased.
Nothing at all.
What turned up this week? Pair of shorts.
Yeah.
Last week.
Last week.
Yeah, pair of Gymshark shorts that I think were
Ah,
girls.
we shut up. Thank you. Be quiet now.
But
Yeah.
we know
And I-
he's admitted he's in touch with his feminine side.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that
I saw the
video?
Gymshark
Did you? The
shorts. I've seen the
Gymshark shorts.
Gymshark
Yeah.
shorts. I love the innocence
Me,
of it.
top. Yeah, but it's too tight.
They're girls.
Man.
Dickhead. Honestly.
Shh.
So, how about sort of holidays? Like you holiday in the country, you go away.
Oh, last week we went to
Last week.
last year
Yeah.
on December.
Yeah. We went to.
Suffolk.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Suffolk.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
And hot tub and a sauna as well.
Lovely.
Maze as well. It's good.
Lovely.
We've been there before,
Yeah,
haven't we?
twice
But
now,
a different
twice.
lodge
Yeah.
on the same
Yeah.
site.
Lovely,
But I don't. I am petrified of flying. And I.
Especially now I think
Oh, God,
everyone
yeah.
everyone
I mean,
is
at the
more than ever at the
moment,
moment.
definitely
let's be
more so.
honest.
But Jeff's dream is to go to the fjords, isn't it? Norwegian fjords. That's his dream, and it is something we said we would do this year. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, like it's money wise, it's been difficult to kind of to do that as well. But that is Jeff's dream.
Fjords.
We watched something on telly.
Oh,
this week
yeah.
with the Ryan Kelly
Yeah, the Ryan
was
Kelly
doing
out
it.
there as well.
She was showing us
Yeah,
around the fields,
amazing.
wasn't she? And it looked absolutely
Amazing.
incredible. So that is kind of a dream, but obviously cruise on a cruise.
Yeah.
Um,
You need to keep manifesting
yeah,
and maybe dial down eBay a little bit, Geoff.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Maybe dial down eBay.
Oh,
a little
yeah,
bit,
yeah,
you might
yeah.
get
your
it.
eBay purchases that.
That's fine.
But yeah, no, I think usually last year we went away with mum and dad for 3 nights, which we do
Yeah.
every year to Leicestershire, didn't we, to a UK breakaway. And then I took Geoff away for his birthday for 4 nights, and then we did the 1 week in December. So we had what's that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12
Yeah,
days off
yeah.
of rehab last year. Yeah, 12
Yeah,
days
yeah.
off of
Nice,
rehab.
nice. And I guess, to be you doing that, when you were sitting in that hospital, and that nurse has said to you, "You'll be okay." To think that now you're doing that, she was right.
I think what I don't like is I want to be a princess again. Like I've always dreamt
You
of
are
being
a princess.
princess.
Jo.
And no, but
In your own way,
like
of course.
before, Geoff came along and like we were together 11 years and he proper treated me like a prince, like he really did. And everyone used to say to me, "Oh, it won't last, like, it'll wear off and blah, blah," but it never did. Never did. And then obviously like that's had to go on the back burner while we've been going through this. So Geoff told me that the 10-year marker would be when I would be treated like a princess. So I've got another 3 years to go yet. But I don't want to, start proceeding. He's going to start
He
proceeding.
has got a basket really on eBay,
Yeah.
It's a secret one
Yeah,
you
it's
don't
a
know
secret
about.
one I don't know about, yeah.
Oh,
He
okay.
always says that. He says, like, we'll start proceedings. Because I wanted a hamster a couple of weeks ago.
Oh yeah, I
didn't
saw the hamster.
You see that one?
Yeah.
No, start proceedings. No.
No.
But yeah, it's I just want to be a princess
Again.
again one day.
Yeah.
I think it's an inspirational story. I think it's an inspirational journey. It's an amazing. It's been brilliant, and it is brilliant to have you in the Padded Cell studio, in the Crush studio.
We've loved it.
Oh,
And-
amazing, that.
And to, and you're welcome, you're here doing your treatments anyway, and it'll be, I think, as the journey continues, we'll hear more and more and more. I hope you get to Norway to live that dream, and I think keep manifesting that, and that's going to happen for you. I'll be the nurse. You'll be okay.
We'll be okay.
You'll be
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think for our audience and for anyone listening, this gives hope. If nothing else, sitting here today, even listening at the age that it happened to you, just sitting here today, just gives an element of, not just for strokes, for anything, just gives an element of hope that if something so traumatic can happen, and we know Ricky as well, we know other people as well that are going, going through similar journeys and are going to take inspiration from yourself. So it gives hope, but also, in what we're looking at just at this particular moment in time in humanity around the world, more of this, please. Less of firing things over and
more positivity.
more
I think
positivity, more
that's the
love,
thing.
love and peace, man, love and peace.
Yeah, absolutely. It just, I think that's kind of shines through our journey. It's quite a love story.
100% does.
It's quite relatable, and I think some people can't relate to it. But I think a majority of people can relate to it and can see how the connection even in with our small little unit, just with our family and friends, is only a small circle, but people can see that.
Those that can't aren't ready to.
No.
That's just how it is. And
I think it's good, like and I know the NHS sometimes, I know they definitely refer their patients to our page, and I know that our videos have been used in training staff, NHS staff and things like that. Probably of how not to do things when I'm going, nah, but that's just how, that's just how we live, and it works for us, and it might not work for everyone else, but it's an option there if people, I think you can feel frightened I remember feeling very frightened of what I can and couldn't do. And I just remember a consultant saying to me, you can argue, it's fine. It's not going to cause another stroke. It's not going to. And at that point, I kind of thought, okay. And I haven't stopped since.
That's it. That was your green light.
That was my green light. So, yeah.
Pick,
nag, nag, nag. No, I don't nag. I'm all right. I don't nag.
I mean, I think that, the Padded Cell does a lot of work with people and with businesses around 4 rooms of life. And I think if I look at your story and your journey through 4 rooms of life, if I start off with kind of your outputs and your achievements, well, your work has been hindered because of the nature of what's happened to you, but you've created your own work through what you've done on social media that in itself is a huge achievement in by what you've achieved by way of your following and by way of what you've achieved to be able to live and to be able to survive what happened to both of you, for you to care for you having such a terrible stroke and a terrible situation happening. So then we kind of look at the room of self. And the room of self is body, mind and soul, body, mind and soul. And I've seen in 6 weeks, all 3 of those, I've got to know you more, and know your mind and know your soul. And all 3 of those kind of alter slightly and improve slightly in what I've seen you by way of the treatment that you're having downstairs. And as I've got to know you, Jo, it's the same. I can see, you can see it. You can see the journey of self is one person, two people, a connection of love, and that connection of love being 1 + 1 = 5. And I think that's synergy. And that's what the capability of human beings have by way of doing their best to look after all three of those. You then look at the ancestral line and the lineage. You know, you look at your DNA, your the moment your friend pressed like was the moment that created that connection and that bond that brought you two together to create something special. And I think that stands out and that provides so much hope to people in their journey and in what can be and what can happen in life. You know, there's a lot of negativity in the world. There's a lot of difficulty online. The world lives through the lens of AI and social media, where human connection is so much more important than any of that in the today. And that's why we sit in this room and we sit in these studios doing what we do to give that hope to people. And I think, you know, summarising that through the forums is just it's a brilliant lens. And then lastly, your circle. You know, you mentioned it just now. Your friends.
It's a circle of life.
The circle of life.
It's a circle
The circle of life
Well,
and your circle of friends and the people you choose to have in your life. And the people you choose to have in your life are obviously your close friends and the people who really stand by you and support you. The supporters that you have on your journey.
Actually, you're nothing without your followers. Like, you're not.
And even if they are keyboard warriors.
Yeah. Oh, they're still helping.
They're still helping you.
Still helping us to pay our bills and pay for Geoff's therapy.
Yeah,
like, carry
just
on.
for yourself.
You know what I mean?
Tone it down for yourself.
Yeah.
Not for nothing else. Like, it's
just
all right.
raising your blood pressure and risking a stroke. That's what's happening.
Stop it. Pack it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think there's, you know, and that it just fits with the padded self philosophy, with what we're about, with what this place is about. And it's been brilliant having you on today.
I've loved it.
Yeah. And we look forward to.
You loved it.
Very good. Really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Anything else you want to say?
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. If I'm going to ask you one last question, for anyone who going through any illness, going through anything, what advice would you give to them, Geoff?
Keep hope.
Keep hope.
Keep out and crack on. Do you know?
Crack on. Pull them big boy pants up.
Be alive and crack on again.
And get on.
Life is short, but put your pants and crack on.
Yeah, nice.
Easy.
Nice.
Easy.
And you, Joe?
I don't think
you can't follow that, can you?
No, I can't. Do you know what?
Go
I
to
think
Greg's.
it,
Go get a chicken tikka pizza at Greg's.
That's the answer.
If nothing else,
or it's in the bottom of
pizza.
like a nice wine bottle or something like that. No, it's. I just think. I don't know. I think people like. You know, if people are on journeys, I think it's hard to think beyond, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Particularly when things are very traumatic. I think you can't. Yeah, I don't know. It's easy for me to say because I can look back now and say, you know, this is what it was and now this is what it is now. But not everyone's will be the same as our is. Do you know what I mean?
No, of course not.
Everybody has positive outcomes.
No.
You know, and it is difficult, but I would say to people that are looking after people, you must look after yourself.
Yeah.
Because, you know, as you know, I've done the treatments.
Yeah, you do.
Well,
yeah. You're good at that. You are good with that. For yourself as well, you are good.
And it's taken me until last year, probably a good 6 years, to actually realise that by then it's too late.
Your oxygen mask has got to go on first to look after him.
I'm already a bit broken, but it took a while to get.
We'll look after you. We've got you. Yeah. We've got you. And I think the other part of that, and I think we'll summarise with this as well. Sometimes, like when it's raining, sometimes it can get thundery, sometimes it can get sleet, sometimes it can get turned to snow. But at some point, the sunshine does come out.
And I always think that because I always say to people, above the clouds, there's always blue sky.
100%. 100%. And on that note, see you soon.
It's been great.
That was In the Straight Jacket. Geoff's journey.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Geoff. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
To my wonderful children and my equally as wonderful mum and dad. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for everything you are. Without you by our side on this journey, I am pretty certain we could not have achieved what we have. You have been the light in my darkness, my strength when I was weak, and the eternal love that some are not so fortunate to ever witness. Paige, Josh and Georgie, the fact that your lives too changed overnight with mine and Geoff's, you never once faltered in offering your love and resilience. You put our needs before your own, and although I recognise there's many times when I haven't been fully present for you as a mum, I hope you know and understand that this was never because of loving you any less. If anything, I love you even more if that was humanly possible. I have watched you flourish into adults to be proud of, and you've done it all while going through not only your own adversity, but ours too. We couldn't be any more proud of who you are, what you stand for, and the perfect human beings you have become. We love you beyond the moon, stars, eternity, and back again. And as your mum, it gives me no greater pleasure to see you all now growing your own lives, while still knowing that wherever we are, that will always be your home too. You are not just a part of my life, you are my life. Even though Geoff cannot tell you, I absolutely know 100% that he feels exactly the same, and I know he's busting even more than I am to be a grandparent, so please can one of you hurry up. Mum and Dad, you have always been the perfect parents in my eyes, and you didn't stop or change just because ours and your life did too. I know how much you both thought of Geoff before the stroke, and how much he adored you both, and I know how devastated you were when this all happened. The fact that Geoff cannot do and say the things he would have done doesn't change that. You have always been mum and pops to him, and you always will be. He's just a slightly different Geoff now, but underneath it all, he's still in there. I know with added stress, times have been even more tough for the last couple of years, but I'm always here for you both, as you have been for us. And like always, together we will see it through. I love you and thank you for everything. Being a mama and a daughter you are proud of is a right to be earned, and I hope I have made you just that. I am one person wearing many hats, and I've tried throughout my physical, mental and emotional struggles to always ensure that my morals remain. I may have slipped or faltered a few times, and for that I am sorry, but one thing that has never changed is my love for you all. Family is everything. It's more than everything. It's life. And while we still have each other, we have the greatest gift of all. Love always.
You're gonna be the one that saves me. Gonna be the one that saves me.